Alright, this is going to be the first two riffs of Ancient Earths. This is the first minute and 33 seconds of the song. So we'll start with the first riff, which I will play through first, the recording, and then I'll play it, I'll break it down. Okay, so that is the first. That's it with that is only repeated once. That whole thing. That's one. So we'll break it down into the first half of it. So on 1 and 2 on the top string, the E, you're going 1, bend on 2, 1. Then you go fast on that 1, 2 back, so. You go up to the 3 on the other E. So. Man, this is gonna be hard to explain. It's a long part. All right. After that, 3, you kind of go between 1 and 2. So we'll go through from the beginning again. 1, bend on 2, 1, 1, 2, 3 on the high E, 1, 2, 1, and on that 1 there. That's where that pattern kicks up again and kind of repeats a little bit. So that 1 there, this is really hard to explain. Alright. 1, bend on 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and then that pattern starts again. 1, bend on 2, and then 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2. So the beginning of both of those sections is the same. I feel like I should just play it a bunch so you can see it. That's only a quarter. That's only 25% of the riff before it actually repeats. So that brings it up to this point. To there. So the next section of this riff is basically the same thing as the first one, except for that end thing there. So I'll play the first part, and then I'll tell you when the second part is coming in. then that's where the second part comes in. It's basically the same thing until the end of that. Instead of doing the 1-2 at the end of the first pattern that we were doing, you're doing 2-3 instead. So like the first one goes, it goes up to that 1. The second time it goes, which is 2-3 on the A. That's half of the riff. The third part of this riff is the same as the first one. Which is, I'll walk through it again. 1, bend onto 1, 1, 2, 3 on the E. 1, 2, 1, 2, bend onto 1, 1, 2, 3 on the E. 1, 2, 1 on the A. Alright, the end of this riff, the fourth part, is this basically the same as the second part, except for there's more notes after you hit the 2-3. So I'll play that, play the recording of it. Just gotta find it. Okay. This third part that's the same as the first one. This is the fourth part. There's just more notes at the end of that riff. So playing the same exact thing as the second part for all of that riff except for the parts added at the end. So it's this. 1, bend on 1, bend on 2, 1, bend on 2, 1, 1, 2, 3 on the E, 1, 2, 1, 2, bend on the 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, and then you go, it's all chromatic. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that's the end of that part. So I'm gonna play the entire thing slow from the beginning of it to the end of it. It's really long. So that's the pattern, the long-ass pattern. I'll play it with the recording as well, so you can see it. This is going to be a pain in the... This is going to be a bitch of a riff to learn, so sorry I can't explain it any better. So because this video is 10 minutes long, I'm just going to end it on that riff, and then once you get that one down, I'll send the second one, which is basically just all on the one. So get that one down first, and then we'll go to the second one. If you have any questions, obviously ask me.